Hello and a very warm welcome back to this week's episode of the Face Yoga Expert podcast. And this week I want to talk to you about crystals and give you a little sort of guide to my favourite crystals, how you can use them in your daily life, but also how you can cleanse these crystals as well. Now, I've just written a blog about this. So if you want all of these tips in written form, if you just go to faceyogaexpert.com, click on blog and have a look at the latest blog, you will see it all there as well. So I know that you'll find that super helpful because it's then like an easy guide, particularly if you are going to a shop or you want to start to use them in your daily life if you've got them at home already. And crystals have really been an important addition to my wellness practice over the last 20 years. And I've definitely gone through periods of time where I've worked with them a lot and I've used them around my house. I've used them for meditation. I've placed them in certain areas of my home. I've taken them with me when I've been out and about. I've done breath work with them. I've had them around me while I do yoga. And there's other times where I've just placed them in a few locations around my home. So I have quite a few on my desk currently. I have a few scattered around my living family room area, a couple in the bedroom. And often I haven't thought about them much, but I really do feel like I've got that inner awareness that they're there should I need them. Now, I really think when it comes to crystals, it's very much about the intention behind them. So if you don't feel that crystals have any energetic properties to them, that there's nothing sort of significant about them, whether it be spiritually, whether it be energetically, whether you don't even think that they look that great, then actually it's probably no point having crystals in your life. I really think that it's all about the energy and the intention behind them. So when you really feel connected with a crystal, or you really have a deep belief that that crystal is going to support you or guide you in some way, then that is what will happen. If you just simply think this crystal looks beautiful, then that's what it will bring to you. It'll bring that sense of beauty and enjoyment when you look at it. Now, there's no right and wrong when it comes to your intention. I have known people that work with crystals on a daily basis. They wake up, they'll do meditation with them. If they feel stressed, they'll get a certain crystal, they'll hold it with them. If they want more energy, they'll use a certain crystal. And their day is really sort of based around those crystals. And because that intention is quite strong, then they are definitely going to bring in that energy and that intention of the crystal and how they're working with the crystal. If you don't have any intention behind it, as I said, absolutely fine, but you probably won't get those benefits out of the crystal. So that's something that's important to remember. It really depends in the way that you want to work with them. And the way that I choose crystals, so I generally choose my crystals by going to a crystal shop and simply seeing what I'm drawn to. And that's always how I've done it. Often I'll pick a few that I'm drawn to, maybe I like the look of, maybe energetically I feel a connection with them. And then often I will ask the person in the crystal shop, what is this good for? Maybe you could write this down for me. I've got a really nice crystal handbook as well. They'll often look up some of the benefits of the crystals. So it's a very simple process. But I actually believe that this is the best and most powerful way of selecting a crystal, either to buy it or to use with you on that day. So although I'm going to talk to you today about some of my favourite crystals and how they work and the benefits behind them, you can literally look at what crystal you've got in your home, what you're drawn to that day, and simply place it next to you, hold it in your hands, maybe place it in your bag, in an item of clothing, whatever you want to do with it. But your greatest gift when it comes to crystals is your intuition. It's going to be such a deep guide to what you need in your life energetically and spiritually that day. And crystals, of course, have been very renowned for their healing properties for centuries. Also, their protective energies, and of course, they have spiritual significance as well. But as I said, it's really up to you how deeply you want to go into these areas. It's also completely okay just to like the look of a crystal, to think it looks nice on your shelf or on your desk or in your bathroom, and simply bring it into your life for that reason. Because actually sometimes crystals are simply there to give you enjoyment, to give you happiness, to give you hope, to give you beauty. So that is absolutely fine. So whether you're new to crystals or you're a very seasoned practitioner, taking a little bit of time to learn about the properties can be super interesting and help you understand a little bit more about how you can incorporate these powerful stones into your daily life and how you can really deepen your connection with their energy as well. So I wanted to share with you some of my favourite, actually 11 of my favourite, I say a very random number, but I'm very connected to the number 11, particularly 1111. So actually it's probably no coincidence that I'm sharing with you 11 of my favourite ones. And these are ones that I have in my home and I surround myself with every day. So the first one is probably my most beautiful crystal, and it's a celestite crystal. Now, this celestite crystal was kindly gifted to me by my friend Miranda. Some of you may follow Miranda Holder on Instagram. She is amazing. She's a fashion guru. She is very spiritual, very into wellness. And she actually gifted me this because she works with a business to do with crystals. And she said, you may pick any crystal you like. And I actually picked this one. And you probably have seen it if you've watched any of my YouTube videos, because it's almost always behind me on the shelves when I do my videos. I think it is so beautiful. And celestite is really known for its calming and serene energy, and it's often associated with angelic communication and divine guidance. So it's a pale blue crystal, and it really encourages feelings of inner peace, balance, and spiritual awakening. So how would you use it? Well, I'd recommend keeping celestite in your bedroom or in a meditation space. I actually use it in my filming and office space, but any place that helps to promote relaxation. If you struggle to get to sleep, it's really nice to place in your bedroom because it does promote deep sleep as well. And if you're using it during meditation, and when I say using it, you can simply have it there by the side of you. You may want to focus on it. You may want to hold it in your hand, depending on the size of it. Mine's quite a big one, so I wouldn't hold that in my hands, but you can use it in the way that feels right for you. There's not a right or wrong when it comes to crystals. And it's very renowned to open up your higher chakras, particularly your throat and your third eye. Really helps to enhance intuition and really helps to enhance communication. It's also said to connect you with other realms. And did you know that it's also really beneficial to cleanse your crystals? Now, cleansing crystals helps to release and remove any negative energies that they're holding on to, whether it's negative energies that you have had whilst you're around them, or maybe from the shop, or maybe they've even picked them up from energies in your home, or if you've taken them out with you from being out and about. And each crystal has its own recommendations of how to cleanse them. Now, if you don't cleanse them at all, it's fine. You can buy a crystal, you can put it in your house and you're okay. Do not worry. But it is good to get into a habit of actually cleansing them. And cleansing celestite using moonlight is really beneficial. So you can actually place them outside on a full moon or a new moon, particularly the full moon. And that's said to cleanse its energies, but also recharge it as well. Or you can do what I do. When there's a full moon, I've got it on my shelf in my office. I just keep the blinds open and I just know that it's going to be bathed by the moonlight, but also the sunlight during the day as well. Now, with celestite, it's best not to use water to cleanse it. Some people literally like cleansing with water their crystals, but you don't want to damage its very delicate and beautiful structure. You can also use smudging with it. So something like sage, or you can even use sound cleansing. So if you've got a crystal bowl, I'm very into my crystal bowls, as you know, you can just do that and have it by the side whilst you're doing your crystal bowl, and that's going to cleanse it as well. The next one is rose quartz, and rose quartz is probably one of the most accessible crystals. I think it's probably one of my first crystals. It's probably the one I've got the most of. It's probably the best value to buy as well. You won't go into any crystal shop without finding huge amounts of rose quartz in there. So if you want like an easy, cheap starting crystal, rose quartz is really good. And it's often called the stone of love. And it's associated with unconditional love, compassion and emotional healing. And it's got very gentle energy, which I love. It helps to really promote self-love and harmonious relationships. And it's also very connected to your heart chakra. So it really helps to align and balance your heart chakra. Now, I love using rose quartz in lots of ways. I have quite a lot of it around my desk. I actually have like a little gold basket, and I have crystals all the way around. And I always put funnily enough, my diary right in the middle of it. I guess it just gives a really nice energy to everything that I'm going to be doing with my day. And it's also just really nice to have easy access to them whenever I want to. I also use rose quartz as a gua sha. Now, I love using crystals as gua shas. You're getting double benefits. You're getting all the crystal healing benefits, but also you're lifting your face too. And who doesn't want both of those things? And my rose quartz gua sha, you can actually get the rose quartz gua sha, which I sell, which is just absolutely beautiful. We stock them from the Hey You method, and they are the most best quality, and they are so good in terms of being ethically sourced, because you don't want to be using a crystal that's not ethically sourced, and you know it's actually made from rose quartz. Sadly, many of the gua shas that you can get very cheaply on places like Amazon aren't even crystal. They're just made from crushed up marble or glass. So it's really important to get your gua shas from a reputable source. So if you go to faceyogaexpert.com, and you can just click on shop, and the rose quartz gua shas are there. Now, when I use a rose quartz gua sha, I tend to use it in the morning. Rose quartz is renowned as a morning crystal, and it is very connected to the heart chakra. So anytime where I feel like I want to really feel a sense of love for my skin, where I want to feel a sense of love and compassion towards other people, where I want to really open my heart for perhaps I'm going to be doing something that day where I'm going to be working a lot with people and I really want to do that. Or maybe it's a time where I'm just feeling like I'm a bit down on myself, or I'm being a bit critical of myself, and it's a really lovely gua sha to use. So I'd highly recommend using rose quartz as a gua sha. You can also wear it as a pendant. You can get some beautiful pendants. I bought one of my friends when she was going through a really difficult time, a rose quartz bracelet. So it has lots of little crystals all the way around it. And again, they're great value, and it's a really lovely present for people. You can even keep a little piece of rose quartz in your pocket, and that really helps to invite love and harmony in your life. You can place a little bit under your pillow for better sleep and emotional healing. So that's also a nice thing to do. I mean, you can literally get a small piece of rose quartz for just a couple of pounds from a crystal shop. So you could just do that and pop it underneath your pillow. You can just use it during any self-care rituals whilst you're doing maybe affirmations or journaling, anything where you know that you want to really boost those feelings of self-love. In terms of cleansing it, you can place it out in the moonlight, or just literally place it in a bowl of salt. It doesn't need to be water or anything, just be a bowl of salt. If you're using it as an actual gua sha, it's much smoother, the gua sha, so you can actually just rinse it underwater. And you can also smudge it, so you can use something like your sage around it, or you can place it on selenite, which is a crystal I'm going to talk about right at the end. And literally placing it on selenite can help to cleanse it. So selenite's like the crystal which cleanses other crystals, which is fab. Okay, the third one is an amethyst. So amethyst is a highly spiritual stone, and it's really known for its ability to calm the mind. I really feel it helps to enhance intuition, and very nice for protecting against negative energies. And it's a lovely purple colour, and it's also very nice for emotional and spiritual balance. And you can keep a piece of amethyst on your desk. That's really lovely to do. It helps you keep focused. You can meditate with it. You can get small pieces of amethyst, again, like rose quartz, very easily, very cheaply from almost all crystal shops. So you can just hold it in your hands whilst you're doing a bit of meditation. If you're feeling like you want to open up your third eye or crown chakra, so perhaps you want to have more inner knowing, more intuition, connect with your inner self a little bit more, or you're feeling like you want to connect with your higher self or with universe or with spirit guides or God, whatever, or whoever you want to connect with, amethyst is a lovely crystal to have around you whilst you do that. I would also say it's lovely to use by your bedside. So if you're getting nightmares and you want more restful sleep, a little piece just on a bedside table is beautiful. You can cleanse it in moonlight, you can do smudging with sage, you can also use sound cleansing, or again, you can just place it on selenite and that will reset its energy. Okay, number 4 is onyx. Now, onyx is a powerful protective stone. It's very good for absorbing negative energy and it really helps to stabilize emotions. So it's a black stone. It's very grounding. It's very much connected to our root chakra. So if you're feeling like you're up in the air, you don't feel like you're grounded or settled, it's such a good stone to use. It can really help build inner strength and resilience as well. So if you're feeling like you need to be grounded, strong, resilient, that is the crystal to have on you. You can carry it with you to shield from negative influences or stressful environments. So maybe you feel like you're going to a situation where there's going to be a lot of negativity, or you're going to feel very stressed, or there's a chance that you won't feel grounded. Have it with you. Place it in your bag. Some people like to place it in their bra, place it in your pocket, whatever you like. You can use it during your meditation as well. So place it in front of you, hold it in your hands, place it on anywhere on your body. You can place it just sort of on your top of your sort of pubic area, just like top of where your knickers would be. And that's a really nice way to connect with your root chakra. So say you're lying down, you can just place it there. I love placing chakras on my body whilst I'm lying down. That's a really lovely thing to do. You can use it in moments of emotional turbulence or any times you feel like you want to really regain clarity and focus. So cleansing onyx using sage is great. Placing it on selenite is also great. You can also cleanse it using sound, so singing bowls or tuning forks as well. So the next one is turquoise. Turquoise is such a beautiful crystal. I've got a lovely turquoise stone that's in a necklace, which I love wearing. I feel like it's such a healing stone. Very good for enhancing communication. So anytime you know you're going to want to speak your truth, have that around your neck. It's very good for strengthening the body, the mind, and the spirit. It really promotes self-expression, creativity, and overall balance. Very connected to your throat chakra. So if you know that you're prone to sore throats or any throat chakra issues, maybe it's tense jaw, maybe it's ear issues, then having turquoise around your neck, particularly as a necklace, works really beautifully. You can also just place a little bit of turquoise just at the base of your neck whilst you're lying down and just do a few simple breathing exercises, or have it there and do some sounds. Often just making sounds can really help to align and balance your throat chakra. So you can just carry it with you day to day as well. It's also nice just to place a piece somewhere in your home, anywhere that you want to create really peaceful and positive environment. And you can cleanse it by placing it in the moonlight, sound cleansing, and try and avoid water because turquoise can be really sensitive to moisture. Okay, number 6 is clear quartz, and clear quartz is definitely considered as the master healer among crystals. It helps to amplify energy, amplify intentions, and it helps to promote clarity of thought and spiritual growth. And clear quartz is I just think it's just such a super simple crystal. That's the way that I would describe it. But the words super and simple, I think that's what you would call an oxymoron, isn't it? Because actually they're complete opposite of each other, but together it's exactly what they are. I feel like it's so supercharged, but it's so simple and pure as well. It's really both. I just think it's so nice to have anywhere with you that you want to encourage spiritual awareness, you want to set intentions. I actually like placing it near other crystals. I feel like it helps to magnify their energies. Keeping it on your desk is really great. It helps with your clarity and your focus. So if you feel like you're working on an important task, it's really good to have a piece of clear quartz near you. Again, it's very easy accessible in all shops. It's very affordable as well. Like, again, you can just pay no more than about £3 or £4 for a small piece of it. And you can cleanse it with water. So you can actually literally run it under the tap. Moonlight, you can just place it in a bed of sea salt. You literally place it in a sea salt, leave it there for a couple of hours, and that will cleanse it. Or you can place it on a piece of selenite for energy purification. Now, aqua gold is like a fusion crystal in many ways, and it's my absolute favourite crystal bowl. So many of you know that I trained a couple of years ago now as a crystal bowl sound healer, which I just enjoy doing so much, playing the crystal sound bowls. I trained in alchemy sound bowls, and aqua gold is an alchemy crystal, and it's sometimes also known as the aqua aura quartz, which is a quartz crystal that's been bonded with gold. And it's very known for its high vibrational energy. It's very connected to the throat chakra, so that's probably why I picked it. I've always had to work a lot with my throat chakra. It's always been my sort of weakest chakra, I would say. So I was very drawn to this crystal bowl, and it's also very good for helping with things like self-expression and spiritual growth. So you can use it like I'm using it in a crystal sound bowl. You can also wear aqua gold jewelry. This helps to really enhance self-expression, attract positive energy. You can just use it during any meditation for your throat chakra, anytime you want to enhance communication or connect with your higher self and guides. And you can cleanse it in moonlight. You can place it on selenite, and again, avoid water to protect the bonded surface. And you can even use something like smudging. Okay, so let's move on to number 8, which is citrine. Now, citrine is known as the merchant stone, and it's very associated with abundance, success, and manifestation. And this yellow stone brings positive energy, creativity, and joy. And you can keep it in your wallet or purse, or if you like work in a shop, in like a cash register, because it's there to attract abundance and financial success. You can also place it in your workspace. This helps to enhance creativity and productivity, and you can meditate with citrine to really boost your confidence and manifest your desires. And citrine doesn't hold on to any negative energy, and interestingly, it rarely needs to be cleansed, but you can cleanse it with a little bit of sunlight. So literally just place it somewhere where you know sunlight's going to come in the window, or just place it next to a piece of selenite. Number 9 of my 11 favourite crystals is sunstone. I just think sunstone is such a crystal of joy and vitality, and it really does carry that positive, powerful energy of the sun. It brings optimism, enthusiasm, and really brings a sense of empowerment as well. And you can wear sunstone as a piece of jewelry. That's really nice if you want to uplift your mood, enhance your self-confidence. You can place it in your living room, family room area to brighten the energy of your space and promote positivity. You could even use it in your morning meditation. Very nice for helping to set a positive tone for your day. And obviously, the best way to cleanse sunstone is using sunlight. You can also place it on selenite as well, but again, avoid water because it is very sensitive to moisture. Okay, we're nearly there, guys. 2 more to do. Black tourmaline. Black tourmaline is so powerful, and I think one of the most powerful protective stones. It really absorbs negative energy, it shields against electromagnetic fields, EMFs, and it also is very grounding and balancing, so very connected to your root chakra again. And you can place it near electronic devices. It's actually said to help protect against that EMF radiation, so you can place it like around your laptop, for example. You can also carry it with you if you feel you need to shield yourself from negative energy and keep yourself grounded. Also, you can use it during meditation to help cleanse your aura and really help stabilize your energy. And you can cleanse it with just water, just running water, or you can place it in a bit of salt or even use salted water. It's quite nice to even use the sea. If you're by the sea and you've got that with you, that black tourmaline with you, you can just place it in the sea just for a couple of seconds. Sound cleansing and smudging are also really good ways to cleanse it. So finally, and I've mentioned this crystal quite a few times already, is the lovely selenite. It is known as the ultimate cleansing crystal. It has the ability to clear and recharge all other stones. It also brings peace and clarity, and it's a really lovely crystal for spiritual growth and protection. And you often get selenite in a wand. So like a sort of a long, the one I've got is probably about 4 or 5 inches. And I just place it next to my other crystals. You can get selenite plates where you can literally put all your crystals on it as well, and that can cleanse and recharge them. I keep selenite anywhere that I want to feel that I want to cleanse myself, or I need to get rid of any sort of negative energy. So I literally sometimes will pick it up and I will just move it all the way around my body and just visualize cleansing my aura and cleansing any negative energies as well. It's very good if you feel like you've got a lot of mental fog, or you want to sort of open your spiritual connection a little bit. Lots of people call it a crystal comb, so literally combing through your aura, and it's self-cleansing, so it doesn't need to be cleaned itself, but avoid water as selenite can dissolve when exposed to moisture. So I hope you have found this a useful guide, and I hope it's inspired you to bring some of these crystals into your life, or if you already have them, to learn more about why they can be so helpful. And my book, my second book, The Face Yoga Journal, as well as having over 50 key face yoga techniques, one for each week of the year, and piles of wellness and beauty hacks, also has tips on how to use crystals with your face yoga practice. So you can get your copy either at my website shop at faceyogaexpert.com, or you can get one at Amazon or in all good bookstores. And I'll pop the link in the show notes for that as well. Sending you lots of love, and I will see you again next week. Take care. Bye-bye. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you'd like more information on face yoga, or you'd like to become a face yoga teacher, just head to our website, faceyogaexpert.com, for more information. Thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you again next time.